I know we've had a rate cut, but you know what? Interest rates are still pretty high. Banks, they're still pretty tight with their lending, and the average Aussies are asking themselves the question nobody wants to admit. Can I even afford to buy a property anymore? If you feel shut out, if you feel overwhelmed or, stuck renting, this video could be for you. Let's get clear about the numbers. Right now, the RBA's cash rate's about 3.85%. It's down slightly from earlier last year. But the average home loan rate, it's still around 6 and a bit percent. So for someone borrowing, say, $600,000, that's about $36,000 a year in interest alone. This is not fear-mongering, it's just simple maths. In 2020, a dual income couple earning about $150,000 a year might qualify for about $950,000. Today, it's closer to $700,000, and that's if they've got no kids and no debt. First home buyers, single income earners, and young families, they're getting squeezed the hardest. With borrowing power down and property prices holding firm, the deposit gap is brutal. In Sydney or Melbourne, a 20% deposit on a median property price is about $180,000, $200,000. That's led a lot of people to either give up or wait. Now, but that delay could cost them because property prices aren't coming down, they're consolidating. So while borrowers hesitate, investors, well, they're stepping in. There's no denying that Australia's market is property starved. Net migration over 400,000 per year, and we're not building fast enough to meet that demand. Yes, short-term conditions are tight, but long-term fundamentals are still solid. Property still remains one of the most resilient, proven wealth-building tools when bought smart, of course. Here's where strategy matters. You don't need $1 million home in your suburb. You just need a game plan. One of the things you can do is think interstate, think dual income, think reinvesting. This is what most people get wrong. They wait. They expect the markets to go back to normal. But let me tell you, this is the new normal. Waiting for rates to drop is like waiting for the perfect time to have kids. It doesn't exist. So my recommendation is don't have kids. I'm just joking. Look, the people who take action now will be the ones sitting on equity while the others, they're sitting on the fence getting splinters. So can you still afford a property in 2025? Not the way you imagine, but yes, if you shift your approach, that is. Forget the dream home for now. Maybe focus on strategy, on cash flow, and location fundamental. The money isn't in the suburb you live in. It's in the decisions that you make. Don't let fear hold you hostage. You don't need to be rich, but you do need to be educated and decisive. You don't need more excuses. You just need a better rating. If you found this helpful, drop a comment below. The like, subscribe button. In the meantime, see you at the top.